With just a couple of days away until we leave the marina, we rush to get our provisions, complete last-minute jobs, and pull the trigger on upgrading our ground tackle. So sit back, grab a beer, enjoy the video, and remember to like and subscribe. So we bit the bullet and got all chained.
Job, she has to get the chain all the way to the bow. That way I can put it in the thing. Yep. All the way from right there, all the way to over there, right about there. Keep it going. Come on, chop, chop. You can get beer when you're done.
I think so.
Watch your toes.
So we got the chain on the boat. Or Holly got the chain on the boat.
I helped. Alright, I helped. I instructed.
So what you doing now, babe?
Our anchor is linked to our existing chain by a Mantis anchor swivel. Yeah, that's it. Mantis anchor swivel. So I'm just cutting off the safety wire, and I'm gonna disconnect it and not drop the anchor in the water.
Or else you're going swimming.
Or else we're going swimming. It's a little cold. It wouldn't be that bad though. And then we're gonna take the old road out. And once the old road is out, then we're going to GoPro, start recording. Once the old road is out, then we're going to
Must be out of memory.
No, it's not. It's something I'm saying. It's
Oh.
Yeah.
It's a Cajun accent.
Probably a Cajun accent. GoPros don't talk Cajun. Once the old road's out, then we're gonna take this anchor chain, we're going to drop it in the water, except we're going to hold on to the end of it. We're going to put it in the windlass, and then we're going to let the windlass pull, then you chain it. So that's the plan. Let's see if it works.
GoPro, start recording.
Good Lord, look at the sand in there.
Oh, wow.
From being on the bottom. So I guess it's a good idea to clean this every now and again, you know? Yeah. If you're anchoring a lot, just every so often, take it apart and clean it, redo the connection. Because that sand, over time, that would definitely wear it out. Yeah, already. That's ready. Don't let the anchor fall in the water.
Make sure you leave the anchor on the bow if you do fall.
Yeah. Can you imagine if we try to let all that out? I'd have been jumping off the front of the boat, did you? Not even tied off, dude. Wow. That's fun. Funny. Alright, so speaking of tied off, let's see, where can we tie it off to?
We're pretty happy we decided to upgrade to all chain. Although it's out of control expensive, we think we would have been kicking ourselves later if we had stuck with a nylon road.
So we've started our provisioning for our Bahamas Caribbean trip. We have to provision for 190 days. I think it's 190 days. Yeah, so what we did was, we went down and we wrote down all the different dishes that we like to eat. And then we wrote down the ingredients for every single one of those dishes. And then we figured out how many days we have to provision for, and how many meals we have to have, and then we took that number of meals that we had listed on the list and we basically multiplied it to match the amount of days that we have to provision for.
Yeah. And then added the snacks.
Yeah, and then added snacks and that kind of stuff to it.
Beer and
wine. Yeah, and then toiletries and, you know, all those other things.
So Jared made the list and he just like wrote each individual item.
And a quantity next to each one.
Yeah, which that sucked. I'm sorry, babe. That sucked.
The list was so big. This was the problem.
It sucked.
You had to go through while you walking through the grocery store and try and find the item, because
it's like a 400 like item list. So no, that's not gonna work. I'm gonna remake the list. I'm gonna do categories. I'm gonna do like how the aisles are divided.
So what you doing, Holla?
Taking the labels off the canned goods.
Or are you pulling labels off canned goods?
Supposedly roaches lay eggs in the paper.
Okay. Yeah, we don't want, well, I'm sure it's true. And we don't want a roach infestation on board.
Yeah, that would suck.
Yeah, we've been down that road and it's not fun. Yeah, so we're packing away our first round of provisioning. We just packed away all of the wine. Now we're packing away all of the canned goods and some of the beer that we're gonna bring. We're gonna buy more beer. So I cut these holes out behind this settee. Cut 1, 2. So all of our wine is stacked up inside of this compartment. It goes all the way back there. It's just stacked up in there with a whole bunch of bottles of wine. That's where we're storing our wine. And then we're gonna put all of our canned goods back here on this side. More wine right there. And then we also have the same kind of space behind this sofa over here. So we're gonna stack all of our canned goods back there as well. The galley actually has a lot of storage for goods. If you open up, sorry, the boat is a mess right now. We're in the middle of provisioning and packing a bunch of stuff away. So back in here, this thing is really deep. So we're gonna go through that and inventory what's in there, and then probably repackage it with a bunch of dry goods. And then of course, you know, all of these open up, you know, and there's a bunch of stuff in here too. So it's this one, that one, and then it goes all the way across the boat on this side. So all of those compartments open up right there, and the same thing over here on this side. All these compartments open up. Pretty sure we have plenty of space to store stuff, right? And whatever doesn't fit in all of the compartments on the boat, we'll start packing away underneath the floor in the bilge area. So all these compartments open up under the floor, so we can pack all of our food in there as well. Anything that we don't want to get wet, like you don't want to put any paper products or anything down there, because then it might water gets in there and sloshes around, and you might get water in the bilge. I mean paper in the bilge and clog the bilge pump. And in the case that we need the bilge pump to work, that would be a very bad thing. Alright, so we got all of our produce and canned goods packed away. Now we're packing in the beer. So we're getting into the deep storage for the beer. So we're gonna try and fit 6 cases in this hold right here. So we're gonna find out what we can fit. This is the first time we ever really packed this boat up. We did that one run when we came down here, but that was only 2 weeks worth. It really wasn't that much. We have no clue what kind of beer this is. We went to the store and we just bought some beer. This is made on honor, famous Narragansett. Since 1809, I've never seen this before. Sold on merit, made on honor, sold on merit. It's a lager and it's got a tall ship on it. I think that's why we bought it, because it has a tall ship on it. Yeah. 2 cases.
I don't know if we're gonna fit another 4 in there.
We definitely can fit another 2.
So what's up, Ben?
We're leaving.
Where are we going?
Our big destination is hopefully somewhere in the Keys, but we're hoping for Jefferson. But tonight we're headed just an anchorage so we can wait for a good weather window because the weather is not right now. We have a south wind and we need to go south. But in a couple of days, there's a big front coming through, which will give us a good north wind. Gotta get me one of those.
You don't need one of those, no.
Holy crap, that thing is fast. How fast do you think he's going?
Like 100 miles an
I
hour?
bet he's close to 100.
Yeah.
That dude moving.
All this wine is just a glass of water.
It's too early in the morning for a glass of wine. Plus, we gotta go to the store again. No wine. Huh? You're only driving drunk, lady.
I'm driving drunk.
See what I gotta put up with? Every single day, she wants wine at like 9 o'clock in the morning.
That is not true. I'm not putting that in the video.
Every day.